Hey there, this is Western 70 with tips and tricks for Haven and Hearth. So about a week ago, I came out of my little place and I looked over at my neighbor's place, which is just to the west of me, and there was a guy going through all his stuff, and he had little fuzzy bear ears on. So I kind of like, uh-oh. And remembering some of the forum discussions about when you see weird people in the middle of the night rifling through your friend's material, you should dance back and forth so that they can't get an aim on you. So I did that, and sure enough, the little sucker tried to shoot me. Of course, that wasn't anything as interesting as when he came onto my property and chased me into my house and started to attack me. At first I resisted and tried to fight back, and then I realized that that was futile. He was set up to do this, and I wasn't. My unarmed combat was like 1, so I ran and got out of the building and ran off, and he then proceeded to ransack my place and dump everything out and all that good stuff. But this encouraged me to build a Palisade, and this is the result of that effort. And I want to send my appreciation to the guy who ransacked me to do this. I have no illusions that this will hold off those who are secure in trying to get into my place, but at least it's a stopgap measure, and I learned a little bit from doing it, least of which I hope you all will learn something from it too. So here we go. Today we're going to start our Palisade, or we're going to try to do our Palisade, and we're going to start in this corner. And here we've got to have 100 blocks, 10 hides, 2 glue, and 5 rope. So we've accumulated most of our material, and we're going to build that unique corner post, which has to dry 12 hours. So here we go. So right now we're getting ready to put in our last 3 of our corner post. 2, 1. Alright, there's our post. And when you click on it, it says this corner post is not yet set. So we set our first cornerstone, our corner post, and then we extended it to the north and to the east by 1, and then we sealed the post. I'm hoping that's the correct way to do this. We'll see. So what we're doing right now is we're extending the wall, and we'll put in, the wall extensions are 3 logs apiece. Now, one of the things you want to do when you're making your Palisade is to make sure that when you get to your corners, is that after you extend at least a section out, and I'm not quite clear on this, but after you have to, I believe, extend the wall out from the corner and then seal the corner, so that you don't no one else can come along and add to it. So here we go with the build of this corner post. Theoretically, I'll do another one here, and that'll be able to make our gate. Okay, so it doesn't allow me an option of building a gate. Let's see. Now I'm vulnerable right now because that gate is still open, or is unsealed. So we're going to have to take a calculated risk that I'm going to extend this one more segment to the north. I'm hoping that that's correct. Yeah, alright, so we're good there. What I was worried about was that I wouldn't have enough room for the quarter post, and so I do have enough room. So now we're going to extend it east from this point. Alright, there's our corner, and then after that we'll seal it. And that basically means you can't expand it in any other direction but the one that goes to the east. Alright, so now the next one's our corner post. Voila. Okay, now we're going to extend a post out to the south. Then we're going to seal it, hopefully. I'm not sure what the sealing process really is. Every time I go back to the post, it acts like it hasn't been sealed. Oh, there's a little hourglass, so that means it's sealed. So we're doing our southeast corner post now. After this will be our final stretch. Then comes the gate, and I just hope I know the gate has to work somehow, but I wonder how that's going to do. Okay, so now we come out one. Now we go west. Then we'll seal the post, the corner post that is. And you can see the hourglass over here showing it going down, so that's the seal of approval. And we're moving right along here. Now we're almost with our final corner post for the gate, and hopefully the gate will present itself as an option when this gets built. Otherwise I'll be crazy. Alright, there's a gate to the west. Okay, so, and they say there's a whole thing about, traveling. You're not supposed to travel with the key, because if you get accidentally killed or intentionally killed, then you're in big trouble. So we'll see how this works. And there's the key in our little inventory. Ta-da! Fantastic. Oh, there I go. That's reassuring, I think. Alright, now we're going to go over here and make sure we did seal this post, because this is really our only vulnerable post, although I'm going to do my best to make sure that I get all of them. Alright, there's the hourglass, so this post will be sealed, and this is really our only vulnerable spot, although we will do the other one. There's the gate. Wow, look at that, guys. We have a gate. Well, we've done it, guys. We have sealed the gates. Nothing seems to be amiss, so this will give us a little bit of protection. Obviously, it's not foolproof. As I said before, we'll need to be able to do. We'll be able to build a brick wall around it, which will, I'm sure, also has vulnerabilities. But this, in the interim, should keep out most of them. They would be foolish to try to get in here in the sense that there's nothing here. Hope you found this useful. I know that when I was looking over the forums, looking for information on building the Palisades, that I was unclear about a number of the different processes that would go into making this. It is recommended that you do build the Palisade as early as possible, so that you do optimize your defenses against people who would break in and take your stuff. It's worth doing. It's not really that difficult. You just have to gather your supplies. But you do have to think in advance about how big an area you want to deal with. Is it going to be enough for your crops and your houses and all the houses you want to do and this kind of thing? And obviously this is more for a person that's a hermit rather than a village. That whole dynamic is a different kind of thing. I don't even pretend to understand how that works at this point, but at least for an individual, this is the way to go in terms of getting this going. And you must always be thinking in the future about ultimately transitioning over to the bricks for the added protection that offers. And I'll leave you with that, and have a good one, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.